Thank you to all of you for coming to Dignity Health Sports Park this afternoon for the LA Galaxy's presentation of General Manager Dennis DeClosa and new head coach Guillermo Barros Schelotto. We're going to kick things off with LA Galaxy President Chris Klon. Chris?
Thanks, Brendan. Hello, everyone. Happy New Year. Before we get started, I know that all of you know, but we lost someone that was very important to us, important to our club, and important to the sport of soccer in this country, Ziggy Schmid. It is with a heavy heart that all of us learned the news, and over the next few days it was interesting to read all the things that were said about Ziggy. We all have our own stories about him, whether we knew him for a very short time or whether we played for him. We wouldn't be here today with the sport where it is in this country today without someone like Ziggy. He was a pioneer. He was someone that blazed the trail, not only in college soccer, but in professional soccer with some of our youth national teams. I certainly have a job, and we're doing this because of what he did. So we're going to miss him dearly. The sport of soccer is going to miss him, and the people that knew him well certainly miss him greatly. So we intend to honor him in our own way, and I know that a lot of other clubs, Major League Soccer, and the national team plan to do so as well. So I did want to start with that. It's hard to transition, but this is also a day that is very exciting for our club. When we embarked on this mission, it was important to me, it was important to our club that we came out of this with a soccer operations structure in leadership that was very clear and identifiable both internally and externally. It became obvious to us that we needed to hire a leader for our soccer operations and allow that person to come in and conduct the coaching search. With that, we interviewed a number of people, and this was about someone that could make us very good on the first team, but that could realize the full potential of the entire club. And from the first time I spoke to Dennis, it was obvious that he was the right guy. And it is with great excitement for me to introduce all of you to the new LA Galaxy General Manager, Dennis DeClosa. Dennis, welcome.
Thank you very much, Chris. First of all, Happy New Year to everybody. Thank you very much, Chris, for this great opportunity for me, for my family. Also want to thank Dan Beckerman, who's not here on site today, but wanted to take the opportunity. And I'm very, very excited. I've always followed the MLS with great interest. I've worked in Mexico, close by, for the last 15 years almost. There's enormous potential, and as Chris said, the excitement about the first team and to build and to have the possibilities that the Galaxy provides to build obviously a very good team with a great head coach, a great staff, but also going down to the second team and to the academy, which is something I'm very excited about, and I feel that there is a great potential, and for sure with the first step in putting in place the head coach, everything else will little by little follow. And we're very proud, and I'm very excited to be able to work together and to support Guillermo on this new adventure. He's coming off obviously from a great club and a very promising career as a coach already, and obviously a great player. So Guillermo, also on my behalf, welcome. I'm very, very excited. I can't wait to the preseason starts at the end of the month, and we'll for sure will be very good.
LA Galaxy head coach Guillermo.
Bienvenido.
Okay, thank you very much, Chris and Dennis, for giving me the confidence to bring me here. I am very happy and very excited about the future because we want to build the better future for Galaxy. So I am very happy and excited to start to training within 20 days to prepare the team. So thank you very much. I hope to help you and then to work on better Galaxy in the future.
We're going to go into...
I want to make a mention, a special mention to C. Smith too, because he bring me here when I spent time playing in Columbus Crew. I want to say thank you very much. He was very important for me when I came here, not just for soccer things. He helped me a lot of things and human things. So I want to say thank you very much, CGC.
We're going to go ahead and do question and answer with all three from the dais. We're going to do English questions first and then Spanish after, and then we'll allow for a scrum in both English and Spanish and one-on-ones to follow. So if we can get some questions in English. Kevin Baxter, LA Times.
Oh, thank you. Guillermo, felicidades y bienvenido. Your teams have always been attacking teams, and when you look at the resources you have here with Zlatan and others, how excited are you to coach those guys? But a second question, this team never had trouble scoring goals last season. It was stopping goals. How do you intend to fix the defense?
I like the offense soccer. We need to work in the field during the week to get that. I think we are a good player. Player in offense, they are really good, like Camara, Ibra, Alessandrini. So I think we need to work and to get that. It's no easy, it's no simple, but we need to work.
Adam?
This is for Dennis. Dennis, as you look at Guillermo and you look at his resume, obviously very accomplished, what sort of made him the right fit? Obviously, the team was connected to a lot of different head coaches, as Chris mentioned. What made him the right fit for you and for the system going forward?
Well, I think Guillermo, first of all, as a player, obviously, he's proven to be able to win with a very, very accomplished career, and as a coach, both in Lanús and in Boca, he came in both teams in a situation where there's a lot of need for organization, a lot of need for structure, and a lot of need for quality decisions. And I think in the position that we're at, we can obviously take great advantage of his knowledge and the ability to get teams and clubs organized in a way that his style of playing and his way of thinking about soccer is something that fits us. And if you go a little bit beyond that, he's also proven not to be afraid to put young players on the field. I think he comes from a culture similar as where I come from, where you play when you're good enough and not based on age or anything else. And I think with the knowledge of MLS being a very high-profile player here for several years, I think that gives something extra, and that will make the adaptation also a little bit more easy.
Larry?
Welcome, Coach. What convinced you that the time was right for you to make the move to MLS?
I know about MLS. I play for a year in Columbus, so I know what I'm talking about when we're talking about the soccer in the United States. I think the league is growing. I think the players are getting better and better, and I think for me it's a big challenger to coach in here. So I like the country, I like the league, so for me it was very easy when I get the possibility to come here.
Scott?
Guillermo, what is it that attracts you most to Los Angeles, and what is it about the Galaxy that makes this perhaps a more special job?
I think the Galaxy is the the more important club in the MLS with a big history. So I think this is the point in LA for me, Galaxy.
Damien?
Question for Dennis. Dennis, what are the other challenges that are facing you building out the roster as we get closer to the opening of camp?
Well, I think the first and the most important and the biggest piece is the coach. I think the coach, within all decisions that we take as a club, has the highest saying about where he wants to take the team, how he envisions obviously the building of the roster. I think with his knowledge of and his actual experience in MLS, my knowledge and my ability to obviously reach out to different players and see where we can improve. I think it's going to be a big challenge. There's obviously within MLS rules and regulations that we have where we need to be creative, but we will be creative and we will be able to balance out a few points that we notice that need improvement. And eager to start working. Obviously, we travel tomorrow to the Combine, which is an important event. We travel to the draft, and then with preseason starting and the team coming in, I think a lot of things will get going. But it was obviously a little bit of time that we needed to have the perfect candidate for this important position, which is Guillermo. And as from there, everything else will flow by more naturally.
Right here.
Dennis, how much will Guillermo have, like with academy? Is that something you're taking on, or you and Guillermo, or is it just you for the academy?
Well, Guillermo is the head coach of the first team, but being the head coach of the first team, he's a big example to the rest of the staff and within the academy and all players. And I think, and I already noticed that certain young players are very excited that he's here. Gives, I think, an extra possibility for young players to be able to learn, to be closer to the first team. In the end, it is about quality, and it is about being able to fight for a spot on the first team. But I think it's for us very, very, and personally for me, very important for somebody who's open to obviously looking at other aspects of the club, while the priority is obviously the first team and be good there.
Adam?
For you, Chris, your role maybe has changed with Dennis coming in. How do you feel about having these two kind of lead the way now as the team kind of looks ahead after 2 lean years?
Yeah, I don't know that it's a change. It's I think it's more clearly defined now. In going out and trying to identify the best possible people in their respective position. We had an understanding and conversations of what the structure needed to look like, of what it used to be, and where we needed to go in the future. And from there, it's trying to find people that have a similar mindset into what the Galaxy is and where we are now and where we need to go. And having that similar viewpoint from Dennis and then having that extended to Guillermo makes me excited about who we are and what we can be.
We'll go ahead and take a few questions in Spanish for Guillermo and Dennis. Jad?
Jad del Reda with Hoy Deportes. Bienvenido, profe. ¿Y cuál será su reto más grande en esta temporada con el Galaxy? ¿Y de qué manera ve la contribución de los hermanos Dos Santos en el futuro inmediato?
Bueno, creo que no dependemos solamente de 2 o 3 jugadores para construir lo que nosotros queremos, que el Galaxy tenga un estilo de juego y que gane, que son las 2 cosas que importan en el fútbol. Pensamos en la colaboración de todos los futbolistas, más allá de los nombres, más allá de la importancia, y veremos en la participación después durante el año de cada uno, pero lo más importante es conseguir nuestra forma de jugar, ser ofensivo, ser atractivo y ganar.
Go ahead, Renee.
Bueno, ante todo, bienvenido, Denis. Guille, ¿cómo estás?
Gracias.
Una pregunta de dos partes. Vos sos un hombre conocedor de la liga, de la MLS. Aparte del Combine y aparte del draft, ¿tienen ustedes dos, porque obviamente va dirigida a ustedes dos, otros planes o otra mini gira, digamos, por Centro o Suramérica para intentar reforzar esa línea de ataque después de todos los jugadores que quedaron libres? Y segundo, ¿es campeonato o nada para el Galaxy esta temporada, Guille?
Bueno, nosotros tenemos tiempo hasta que inicie el torneo de ver qué cambios podemos dar en los nombres de los jugadores o no. Lo vamos a ir determinando a medida que vayamos entrenando y vayamos viendo qué nivel logramos tener. Con respecto a ganar o nada, entiendo que el Galaxy tiene una historia muy grande, como lo decía anteriormente, y es un club de lo más importante en la liga, pero lo que primero tenemos que construir para pensar en ganar es un equipo. Y después de eso veremos a través del tiempo para qué estamos.
Go ahead.
Mellizo, ¿cómo estás? Dime, ¿qué fue lo que te sedujo de la propuesta del Galaxy? Y segunda, ¿ya has estado en contacto con Zlatan?
No he estado en contacto con ningún jugador. Y lo que me sedujo fue el crecimiento de la liga, la importancia del equipo dentro de la liga y la búsqueda tanto de Chris como de Denis de encontrar un estilo, de ser ambicioso, de ser atractivo, de ser ofensivo y de ser ganador. Entonces había un montón de cosas que coincidió en lo que quiero yo de mi equipo y la verdad que me sedujo todo eso.
Go ahead. Last question.
Buenas tardes para todos, para Chris, para Brandon, para Denis, que ya lo conocemos, y para Guillermo. Guillermo, se ha dicho, se dice, se menciona de que pudieran venir algunos jugadores que tú conoces en Boca, se habla de el Apache Tevez. ¿Qué de cierto es?
No hay nada que hablar. La verdad que no sé de dónde pueden surgir las posibilidades de los jugadores que vengan o de que se vayan, pero no hemos hablado nada con Denis todavía, así que son especulaciones solamente periodísticas.
Thank you. We're going to now pose for photos. You'll be able to get them in the scrum. So we're going to take this down.
¿Sí?